Hello everybody! In this tournament, we're going to be having 12 bots. Now to cover the rules, last bot still driving wins. If both of them are incapacitated, then it may go to a judge's decision or rematch. In a scenario where a bot drove themselves into an arena hazard and died, that still counts. Once you lose, you're out of the tournament. Now with that out of the way, let's begin. To start us off, we'll be having Riptide versus Ice Wave. Now this game does include much destruction, so let's see who wins. In fight, in 3, 2, 1, battle. Ooh, Riptide immediately does a wheelie and flips. Ice Wave goes for the attack, but takes the most recoil. Looks like Riptide took the most damage though. And a whopping slice. Riptide has lost most of its wheels and its saw. Ice Wave has taken minimal damage, if any. In a whopping hit, Ice Wave slips into the void, and Riptide, being an outstanding underdog, wins the round. After that crazy match, we have Nefex, which is a custom, versus Rampage. Now we still do have BattleBot guts in the arena, so watch out for the saw. And anyways, let's continue. In 3, 2, 1, battle. Alright, Rampage goes up the hill and Nefex follows. You must watch for the arena hazards. No damage has been given yet. Oh, slight hits to the back of Rampage. Alright, they will slide into a wall. Ooh, Nefex wipes off a wheel of Rampage. Rampage now seems to be having some mobility issues. Nefex is upside down. Could have been vulnerable there. Oh, now Nefex has lost one wheel, so now it's almost equal. But they both still have spinners, so much destruction still can be given. Ooh, Nefex drives nearly into the lava spinners. Ooh, wow. After a nice hit, Nefex pushes Rampage into the lava spinner, where it loses all its wheels. Now that was an interesting fight. Nefex moves on with only 2 wheels. This battle here will consist of Hydra versus Beta. Now Hydra is one of those bots with really bad ground clearance, so any impurities in the floor or wedges will get it stuck. It does have a really nice top speed to it though. Beta is slower, although steering seems to be a bit sensitive. So let's see how this goes. Fight in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, Hydra on the attack. Beta seems to be luring around the saws. Both navigate through them safely. Although Hydra definitely has the upper hand in speed. Nearly just into the lava over there. The good hit from Hydra. Looks like Beta has lost some wedges. In a massive exchange. Can anybody still drive? Yes, Beta can move with one singular wheel. That is wild, and the destruction on Hydra is immense. There's no moving after that. Just a little test. Can he can still fire the hammer! That is insane. This fight will consist of Poison Arrow and Modern Brutus, which has completely been revamped, if you've ever seen the old versions. Let's compete in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so Poison Arrow seems to be a slower bot, but has much steering control, which is an upper hand, but also a lower hand. Brutus is just in speed, although its wedges may stop it from using its spinner. Nice little slice there, but no weapon contact has been given. It looks like Brutus has lost one of its prop wheels, which really doesn't matter. Oh, now lost its saw. That's a bit concerning. Now all it can rely on is arena hazards to survive. Those wedges were not effective, and Poison Arrow wins this round. Moving forward, we have Endgame versus Tombstone. Now they both have excessively large spinners, so let's see how this turns out. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, Tombstone on the attack. Weapon to weapon contact. Endgame has lost its spinner and a wheel close to the void, although Tombstone only has some minor damage, if you can say that. Navigating through the lava spinners, both of them do it so greatly. The Tombstone sacrifices itself, unfortunately, into the spinner, which obviously means that Endgame, now just being end on its wedge, moves on to the next round. And we're off. In this match, we have Old Brutus teamed up with the Ox, Lightning McQueen, and Mall Police versus Perfect Phoenix. Now, this is a really odd match, so let's see how this goes. Perfect Phoenix must be really careful due to its spinner having tons and tons of recoil. Alright, Old Brutus is slowly going in for the attack, and with a huge slice, Perfect Phoenix nearly falls into the void. But it looks like Old Brutus must have touched some lava because it's missing its seat. Perfect Phoenix has slain Old Brutus. Mall Police is making a run for it, and they get sliced! But Perfect Phoenix somehow is alive after going through the lava. Is anybody still alive? Mall Police just looks like one of those lecterns from Minecraft. Perfect Phoenix is just a saw. Who do we think won this one? We're gonna have a rematch just to see who wins. 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect Phoenix moving in. With a nice slice, Brutus is gone. It's just Mall Police. Alright. The 2010 Mall Police remodel runs away, but they're still alive. Lightning McQueen and the Ox are demolished, never to be seen again, as the Ox's legs disappear from the lava spinner. Mall Police! And ended up into the lava. This means that Perfect Phoenix moves on in this immense, crazy match. Moving on to the semifinals, we have Beta, Nefex, and Riptide. Now this, a 1v1v1, so let's see who wins. 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, everyone moving in. Beta doing the first bits of damage, but Riptide, with an odd hit, loses a wheel. Riptide hasn't moved yet, though. Oh, now it's moving, Attacks dead Brutus and accidentally ends itself. That is an unfortunate event. That means that Beta with no hammer wins. Beta moves on. In this next match of the semifinals, you have Endgame, Poison Arrow, and Perfect Phoenix. Those two are really fast and pretty unpredictable. While the Poison Arrow, a slower but more steady bot. 3, 2, 1, go! Our Perfect Phoenix heading up on Endgame. It's pushed into the lava, but looks like it's fine. Endgame, both its wedges are gone. Perfect Phoenix gets launched by that spinner, and its saw is completely gone.
Hi, how are you?
Poison Arrow engages and immediately destroys his endgame. Seems to be that Perfect Phoenix may be stuck on this wedge. Struggling to get off, he finally breaks free. The Poison Arrow will follow. Now we must remember Poison Arrow has really good driving skills and has demolished the rest of Perfect Phoenix. So this only means we must do our final match. Beta versus Poison Arrow. This is our final match of the tournament. Everyone is hyped to see who will win. Now that was a bit dirty Poison Arrow to join late last time, when other bots already had damage, so let's see if Beta can avenge the fallen opponents. And they both have lost their saws. We're in a peculiar position. Beta still functions, but the player driving it has died. Now, the bot isn't broken. Do we bring him back? Allow me to ask Bloxy Blower. Bloxy has decided that the match should continue because the driver of Beta, okay. So what we're going to do is completely redo it. And we're off. The match continues. Both bots have been completely regen, so it's all fair. Let's see who wins. Beta's hammer just hits the side of Poison Arrow, dealing some damage to its armor, but no vital organs have been hit. And the saw of Poison Arrow is gone. The only choice Poison Arrow has is to use the arena hazards, but the player has died again. Now this is going to be the final match. If the same situation happens again, we're just going to go to a judge's decision. So, let's fight! Poison Arrow going in circles. Beta goes in for the kill, but it loses its wheels instead. Poison Arrow takes the most minimal damage as can be. Well, we can faithfully say that Poison Arrow wins the tournament. In next season, we're going to count Trevor deaths as a win.
Cheeseburger.
What is breakfast cake? Eating cake for his breakfast? No!